Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Thing About Cancer. Do you remember when you were in school? It's very likely that just before an exam, you would borrow notes from a senior or from the topper of the class. It can be a bit similar with our cancer journey as well. We can look at people who have done exceedingly well in their cancer journey and borrow notes from them. And today we are doing just that by talking to Mr. Shrenik Shah. He was diagnosed with stage 4A cancer of the voice folds. It's been 23 years now since he's been in remission, and we're going to find out all about that. Thank you for
Yo,
joining us, Mr. Shrenik Shah. We're very happy to have you on our show today. I'd like to start by asking, you were first diagnosed in 1997. What was your treatment like, and how did it feel to not have a larynx and pharynx, to function without that? What was that experience like?
well, honestly speaking, I would say this life to zero uh, after the removal of larynx in a large stage. Life to zero is far beautiful than what life I lived earlier, and I just would like to show you one poster, and that will give you a better image.
Oh, yes, dedicated to the will to win.
Because my both sons at that time they were 21 and 19. So I mean, so whatever decision we had to take it all by ourselves. So doctor said that we will have to perform, we will have to remove your larynx. So I myself and my wife, we told to the cancer surgeon only one thing, that we know that we are at in a events, do whatever you do have to, because we are not doctor, and we can decide what is to be done and what is not to be done. So Whitefield, the laryngectomy was done. There was partially more of a thyroid. The muscle on my right side with 56 nodes were removed during the surgery. It was about 9 hours long surgery, and well, then a week later, I was discharged from the hospital, and 1 week later, thereafter, I had undergone radiotherapy of 30 rounds. That at that time, the radiotherapy was only given in JCRI, so things were planned, and and everything was settled. Uh, so 5th September 1997, I had undergone total laryngectomy. Week later, I had undergone a radiotherapy, and on 21st of December 1997, I was back to work, 100% back to work. Well, at that time, as of now, TV, which is usually been used for a laryngectomy, at that time, TV was uh, not available, or technology was not there during that time. So I had to opt for this electrolarynx. We got the unit from US, and I did a practicing for about 2 days. See, there is a very important catch. While using electrolytics, you need to find out a sweet spot. I'm repeating the word. You need to find out sweet spot. I started speaking using electrolytics in public places, restaurants, and theaters. Of course, for past 5 years, we never been to theaters or any public places. And only I was going to my work, my office, and returning back home. So that was the initial life. for first 5 years, that is 1997 to 2002. But I would say one thing very clearly, that one of the key reason of battling this disease,
Mhm.
and fighting this vision, was one of the key reason was circumstances.
Mhm.
I was the only breadwinner for my family. So as I said earlier, the persons were too young to look
Mhm.
after everything. Of course, they did their best, including my wife, given me all kind of support. My work, this, that, everything they could manage. They did it absolutely fantastically. I'm indebted to all of them like anything.
Yeah. One
So
thing I've noticed, Mr. Shah, a lot of people who have once gone through operations, chemos for cancer, even after they are in remission, even after they've stopped all treatment, they only go for checkups. There is always somewhere a little bit of fear. What if this happens again? So every symptom, every small change in their health, they are worried about, am I getting it back again? Is that something you deal with? How do you deal with it?
never, never, never. Absolutely, see, I will just, I would like to one quote, one medical term and terminology, that is SDML, SDML, that is short-term memory loss.
Okay.
So I have redefined that medical terminology to long-term specific memory loss. Long-term specific memory loss. That means LTS. Long-term specific LTSML. That means I never see the day on which I undergone surgery.
Mm.
Until now, I never remember that I had a cancer. I'm living 100%,
Mm.
or I would say rather 1,000% beautiful life. I have no regrets, and you know, uh, like our current. I am from the same state,
Mm.
Gujarat, from where our current prime minister is,
Yes, that's
and Ahmedabad, the city Ahmedabad is India's first world heritage city. So I am from that city. So I am at any point of time I am living in the moment. There is no regret.
definitely.
Today is today is 82 day for me, since I had been laryngectomy. So like 2020, it is 82.
I see.
So again, it's like a God will that yesterday we communicated, and then I
Yeah.
said, I was not aware that it's going to be 82 days while you'll be interviewing me. So this is all God will.
Yeah.
So well,
I,
I believe I have answered the second question uh, suitably.
amazing, sir. So a lot of people call themselves cancer survivors. You, I have seen, call yourself a cancer victor. Why? Why is that?
That is $1 million question. Once our conversation is over, ask your founder and co-founder to send me by NEFT or Paytm $1 million.
Okay. That's really expensive, but yeah, that's a very good answer as
No, no,
well.
no, no, no. I'm just kidding. See, as I said, uh, well, honestly speaking, I inherited courage from my father.
Mm.
Uh, as I said earlier, I'm living the moment.
But how did you
Secondly,
move this journey, sir, from losing your voice, learning how to speak, how to communicate, to becoming a public speaker, motivational speaker, speaking on so many stages to so many people? How did you do this journey?
well, I would like to show you something. Uh, in 2016, July 1st, this book was this was the comedy book published, and when I mean, there are stories of 10 cancer winners in this book, all hidden cancer winners. Uh, when when I was interviewed by the author, I was not knowing, or rather, I was not aware that my story will be the first chapter till the book was launched on 1st of July 2016. It was 2014 or something like that, or maybe a bit earlier. I went to my clinic cancer surgeon. Is ex resident of Petition FHNOS India, and so I talked to him like, sir, uh, I'm doing wonderful. I'm carrying out all my natural. I'm carrying out all my activities without any difficulty. So why not I get involved into counseling the ethnic cancer patient to start with. So he said, wonderful, that cannot be a better opportunity than this. And then, like going during those days, I was going twice a week, sometime for an entire day, sometime for half of the day during their own meeting. And I was keeping on counseling cancer patients and their family caregivers all the time. And they I by myself get into profession of international marketing.
Mhm.
So जो लोग बेचना चाहते हैं उनको कुछ बोलने के लिए सिखाना नहीं पड़ता है. They, I mean, inherited is like, in a bloodstream. So what happened is, like, I started counseling previous patients. Now the best thing is, uh, after my counseling, patients were going back to the surgeon, and and those patients were most of them were reluctant for undergoing surgery, this, that, and everything. And after my counseling, they would go to the doctors, and they would agree that, okay, sir, we are ready for the surgery and things like that. So what happened is that the the stress, the time being consumed by the oncologist to convince the patients that that was particularly zeroed. They did not have to spend single minute, and patients were keeping on boarding in his cabin, telling him, sir, we are ready for this surgery, we are ready for this surgery, these, that, treatments, and things like that. So that built up a bigger confidence for the oncologist. There is a very beautiful line, a lyrics. It's in the हमको मिली ये जिंदगी जी भर के जी लीजिए, वो जो सॉन्ग है ना, लग जा गले.
हाँ जी जी.
So that is a हमको मिली. I say I'm not so good. I can memorize in my mind, but I cannot communicate. So हमको मिली ये जिंदगी जी भर के जी लीजिए, like that. So that is what I wear different. I'm living in the moment, no
Amazing.
matter. And when I'm talking with you,
Mm.
I am 100%
Yeah.
talking with you. I mean, it doesn't matter what is going on outside. And same with the case, even with counseling the cancer patients. And
Okay.
trust me, Shruti, from day one until
Mm.
now, I have never photographed one single cancer patient along with me. Like, okay, I have counseled you,
Yeah.
let's say our photograph.
Not
So not
for them.
that if they want, yeah, if they want to do it, fine. But otherwise, I'm not. And like you and I now don't remember the names unless they get back to me or they see me somewhere and tell me that okay, you consult me in such and such time. So, but this is like all about.
Great. One final thing I would like to ask you, sir. Now, you've spoken over the years to so many people who've gone through this experience. So, from speaking to all of them, what do you gather? What are the major concerns? What is happening in their minds?
Uh, Two things.
Okay.
Number one, revision.
Mm.
Number one, revision. Like I mean, what happen if cancer will reoccur.
Mm.
So I tell them very that do you ever suspected that you would be battling cancer for the first time? If that has happened,
Mm.
this may happen, this may not happen, and this is not in your hands. So don't don't control or don't worry anything about what is going to happen tomorrow. In one of my posters, I have mentioned very small quote that cancer is like a stallion. Either you ride on a stallion, else stallion is going to ride on you by default. So be smart like a smartphone, be smart like a smartphone, and you choose what exactly you want to do. And once you choose the whatever you have chosen, that will go along with you. So stop worrying. One more thing I would like to convey
Sure.
to all listeners and particularly to caregivers.
Okay.
I moved down by joining two ends to all caregivers that along with the cancer patient survivors, they are equally suffering
Yeah.
physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, financially. So, you are she's a spouse, son, daughter, or even parents.
Yeah.
I salute to their dedication and the whatever care they are giving. I admire their dedication and that too they are not at fault.
Yeah.
They are not at the fault, but still they are supporting cancer patients like anything. So I would love to salute them all the time. And I have been so much blessed number of times even by caregivers globally.
Thank you, sir. I agree with you
Yeah.
completely on that. Thank you so much for joining us today.
All right. So it was a pleasure talking to you. And ये तो अभी क्या बोलते हैं ये तो भी ट्रेलर था अभी
अच्छा,
बड़ा
पिक्चर अभी बाकी है.
पिक्चर अभी बाकी है और वो पिक्चर 1-2 महीने में आएगा.
Acha, okay, we will look forward to that and we'll keep our viewers also posted to what's coming out. It was an absolute pleasure to interview Mr. Shrenik Shah. I'm going to go through 4 key points that I've learned from him. And if you've watched the interview, You can tell me if you've noticed this about him as well. The first thing is his sense of acceptance. Instead of fighting with his diagnosis or instead of feeling fearful about the consequences of mutilating surgery, he's accepted that these changes have to come into his life and he's moved on from those changes. The second thing I've noticed is the art of living in the moment. Instead of being too regretful about the past, about why you got cancer or how you could have detected it earlier, without being too focused on the future about what can happen, a relapse, severe side effects, he chooses to live in this moment alone. And like he said, when he's talking to me, he's giving me his full attention. So, this is a form of mindfulness that I find him practicing all the time. The third important thing I've learned from him is a sense of service. He has faced cancer and come out successful, but he leaves no opportunity to help others who are going through cancer. I have seen him share messages on social media. He counsels people over the phone. He speaks to people on stage. He's so full of life when it comes to sharing his news with everybody else around him. And the final lesson I've learned from him is his sense of humor. From quoting Hindi songs to making fun of pretty much anything I throw at him, he's amazing in how light-hearted he is in his interaction with everybody else. If you didn't know his backstory and if he wasn't holding that instrument to his neck, you would never guess how much he's been through. And I think that's the most admirable thing about any human being, is that perseverance, that determination to make it no matter what. So viewers, if you've enjoyed this interview, please do leave comments, feedback, all sorts of feedback in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on our next episode of The Thing About Cancer. Thank you for watching.